You about to make good decisions?
I wouldn't want my mom to know what I was doing beforehand, if that answers your question.
Well, then I'll save this until after.
Okay.
Just got the brake mount welded up, as you saw. I have it secured to both this pipe and this pipe, and then I have a vertical brace right there, so I think it should be pretty strong. I mean, not moving at all really. That's just the play and the caliper itself. I need to grind down these heads a little bit more because they still contact in there, as you can see right there. But I'll probably do that on a lathe. But overall, pretty stoked to get that mounted up. This is my idea for how to shave these little bolt heads down, because they need to be shaved down a little bit thinner. So, just got this massive box of stuff. Got like the exhaust, lights, switches, etc. But now I have all the stuff, I can hopefully get started on cleaning it up and getting it ready to go. So I'll take a look at wiring up this switch panel, and then I'll figure out where on there I want to put it. So stopping point for tonight was getting the panels set up. Starting to think about putting the lights out, but no, ran out of time. So that's it for tonight.
Your wife made dinner.
And your
My
girlfriend.
girlfriend made dinner. So
We need to go.
I'm just checking if I don't want to leave anything like hanging around. Are you really leaving?
I'm walking out.
Wait a second. I need to put this back in your.
I'm just documenting why we're late to dinner, so that way I don't get in trouble. Gonna try to get the kill switch and the start button changed over from wherever it is. Where is it? I will find it here, from the motorcycle's original onto there. And so it's not the same as exactly what the schematic says, so I'm trying to figure out what I need to wire, but that's my next goal. The whole like ignition neutral sensor thing took a long time to figure out. A couple people had to come and help, but basically it turns out that the ignition fuse actually blew. It's still past continuity. I think the multimeter is actually broken, but so my buddy brought his multimeter and it failed the continuity, so we checked it and it was blown, so we replaced it and then wired it up to this switch, and it you can see that neutral turns on. Also, you got the running lights and brake lights, and then once you hit the start, you have to put the kill on. Turns over, then you have your low beams, and then switch it to your high beams. But so right now I'm gonna work on wiring the low beam, high beam up to this first switch here. This is what it looks like. Got it wired up relatively properly, I think. But it was kind of a weird switch. It actually had a kind of like a either or wiring. It wasn't a yes or no like I thought it would be, kind of like I could use that, but pretty much ended up having to wire it to two separate switches. So this would be the low beam, and that's the high beam. So once it's good and it turns on, you can say ambers, and then turn that off, high beams, or you can just put on both like that. And then you can also run with it off. Currently the exhaust kind of flares out at the end, but I kind of want that to go straight, and so I'm going to torch it and straighten these out. Plenty of clearance. Yeah, there, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have self-clear, right?
I'm gonna have like a mount probably here, and then another mount here, and then probably one more here.
Say that again?
Connected here, so I think it'll actually be pretty solid. Like.
Oh, for the exhaust. Yeah. Should you put like some plastic over here?
I'm gonna. Oh, you mean like a
Never
riding
mind. Never mind, because it's the exhaust. It'll melt it.
Well, I can put it off of this maybe. It's not a horrible idea. If I can fit it, I'll try it. But that'll be like if I realize that it's actually like hitting, then I'll
It'll self-clear.
B-roll for the video because like all of it's just me talking. I didn't take any secondary clips. Look, I have a cameraman. Like in the wild.
Well, actually, none of these things work. I was trying to do B-roll and
Right.
and there we go.
All right,
okay,
B-roll.
now it's. I completely missed. Are you gonna re-record it?
No.
Anyways, so.
Ow. Okay.
Well, I did get that. So.
So this basically just worked as we squished it on there. It was kind of hard to get off, so I hit it. But my goal was to pretty much, here I can show you. My goal was to flare the end of this to fit a little bit better over the exhaust. Because it was pretty much just the exact same size, but now it should. I'll show you on this one. It's the same exhaust here, and so basically it'll just like fit.
It's so good.
Over the end, because before it was like this, which is not enough for me, but now this is like actually.
So he's not here, but he'll explain in a second. He thinks that's okay.
This one's not as hot.
So you're trying to do the steering. I don't know if you documented this, but
I haven't really talked about much.
so tell me what you're doing. I think he's doing the throttle mechanism somehow. So
It'll be a little bit more tight than this, but that's just a general idea.
that's not too much trouble. Was that the whole thing earlier?
I don't know. I'm not ready for much thought yet.
So you don't want it to be recorded? You want to?
No, I can record. It's just a matter of whether or not I can explain what I'm doing.
Whatever. It's whatever, dude.
But I do know that, I mean, it's gonna work. It's just a matter of whether I have to extend this arm or not.
Yeah.
Because this will go here, like so, and then I'll need to figure out a way to like affix this to here.
Yep.
And I'm pretty much planning on that being like the front max, and then I'll go like roughly there with that.
Yes. Well, Mr. No Protection just shocked himself.
I didn't shock myself. I burned myself.
Oh, well, whatever.
Welding! Oh my god!
I'm so sorry. I thought you gave me a smart butt.
I cannot see now.
Oh, welding.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna change my angles now. Because I almost went blind. Look at that angle. Anyways,
Stop.
smells like
Finger?
burnt. Yeah.
I wonder why. I offered to help him, but he insisted.
Oh, what? Oh, I see. You have two different tires.
Yes.
I was like, what is that going wrong? But the
It was to test the different fits of the exhausts. Watch out for the front tire. Oh.
And miraculously, it's all done.
All right, so this is after 3,000 hours of sanding. Pretty much what I decided is that instead of putting that piece up there, I'm gonna put a vacuum pump and basically make it not that big, but a little bit bigger, and put it right behind the seat. It should be about a gallon of fuel. It should last about 30 to 40 minutes of driving, which is much better than the half gallon for 20 minutes, 15 minutes type of thing. Well, so of course I wasn't recording whenever it flew out of the boring head over there. So it messed it up, and I was kind of unsure if I liked how it would be in the middle. So I guess fate decided for me, and I'm gonna just weld an end onto the piece that I've already made. So that's the little update for you. So we're gonna hopefully weld this up. This is all that I have to do. First welds of the day. we're not too focused. Not too bad. We'll see if that continues or not. Got it tacked up. So now I just gotta work on welding it, which should take just a little bit of forever. So see you then.
Underneath your flame, cut the cords around me as I speak your name. It's never gonna be the same. Even though I loved you, it was all in vain. And now I gotta break away. Put me in the water, tell me I'm renamed. Higher self-reclaimed. I choose me, I choose me, I choose my body now. I breathe in, I breathe in, I breathe much deeper now. The silence surrounds me. It is.
So the best ones with the bigger fill wire are these, I think. And the best ones with the little fill wire are these. And the worst one is this one right here. That was a bad tack that I had to fight pretty hard. But so overall, I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I'm gonna go grind off the beads and then we'll weld up the rest of the stuff. That is right there. There we go. Just got back from sharpening my tungstens. Figured I'd give you an update. Got this all sanded off and then PDL. And then got the bung welded up. Kind of went high on the threads, but I can clean those up. I just got them on there. So now I'm gonna get the bung and then maybe I can start working on some brackets.
Much better.
Just looking at it, whenever I was holding it up there, I was like, what if I just mounted it to the seat? Because if it's gonna be there, it might as well be clean. And so now there's no extra brackets that I had to make coming up from here or anything, or like worry about how it's gonna go behind the panel or whatever. But so gas tank's mounted, which is awesome. It's actually like really solid. I mean, basically it's just as solid as the seat is. So now I think, besides getting the fuel line and that vacuum pump figured out, I'm gonna move on to the radiator. So I'm gonna try to mount that up and maybe work on either the plumbing or the rear bottom mounts. Pretty much just cut it off. That'll make it easier to connect these two fittings. So I didn't record it, but I got this little radiator fitting made up that'll kind of go between this piece and this elbow. So hopefully it's not too tight. Yeah. And I have shaft collars, but I don't plan on going like 70. It's gonna take a bit to pull through. I mean, we don't even know if the vacuum pump works yet. Oh, it works!
Huh? No, it should idle now.
Ah, so nice.
Do I get in it?
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, I think it's the bottom seal.
These aren't bolted on either. Oh wait, wrong part of my leg. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna. Nah. I don't even know if the clutch works.
Oh, you're recording. Remember, we gotta remember that the whole frame is not welded. So, it's probably not gonna go fast. But the car might just broke in like several pieces.
It understeers so bad. It understeers horrible.
That would have been.
Just him and Alex standing there.
I need to switch the tires.
Tires have no sidewall force, so they can't steer at all.
Well, just take it back to the shop. Like, you can move it now.
That was so dude. This thing pulls.
Remember, everything's stacked on. I already said it like 3 times.
Do what?
Everything is stacked.
I know.
That bump over there, I thought it was gonna be like, oh.
Oh, I'm not worried. Dude, the thing freaking like it might pop wheelies.
I told.
Let's change the tires and you can try it. Unless you don't want to.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Because look how easy this is. Just go here and then. Oh wait, hold on.
So easy.
It's just because it has like so many like you can use like the same words for certain
But
like
that's easy. It just reduces
I'm
your
gonna get the
variables.
speed app.
You
yeah,
can mess
but
up more in
then it's, like,
Spanish.
You can say it wrong and it
spellings
still
that
means
mean
the
different
same
Exactly.
thing.
It still means the same
It still
thing.
works.
In Spanish, it's like el or la, you know, and that's completely different.
We'll see if it can turn. I definitely saw a bolt fly off whenever I pulled out of auto. I don't know which one.
Maybe it was from auto.
It steers way better in the grass.
I think it's on. You wanna drive it?
Sure. Let's get around.
It doesn't steer at all.
Oh, here it is.
I don't know how to drive a bike, so.
That's how you learn how to ride a bike without ever having to ride a bike.
You get the bike first, and then you learn how to drive.
Wait. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's funny to drive.
It's hard to turn.
It is.
Well, the thing is, I think it might like actually be either incredible to turn once you can actually like.
It's
bite.
probably like.
I feel like it would bite.
Yeah.
Scary, you know? No, yeah.
I forgot that we didn't have brakes. I was gonna just pull into the.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like,
And I was
you
like,
need to stop, you need to stop.
I don't have any.
Put on it.
Brakes, you can brake? No.
I don't have brakes. I have engine brakes.
A few people up there already, and then there's a few people down.
You about to make good decisions?
I wouldn't want my mom to know what I was doing beforehand, if that answers your question.
Well, then I'll save this until after.
Okay. This is like one of those you tell her once it's all okay.
Zach, what about the white?